Okay, we're coming, we're coming. All right, listen, y'all. It's ladies' night. What? It must be Angie on the mic. Listen, it's the VIPs, and we are in the building. Shout out to everybody. We are here at Virtual Club Eden, where Club Eden is always a vibe. Of course, I have the queen of YouTube, the one and only EJ, the TV junkie, in the building,
Hey.
as well as Tamika's Den. So shout out to everyone. What is going on, EJ?
Hey, boo. How are you today? How are you? You good? Can you hear?
Girl, I'm yet holding, as they say.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I was yeah, it's been a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm here. Glad to be here, happy to be here, ready to talk about all the queens, the men's.
Okay. We got a lot of discoveries. We got a lot of discoveries going on all the Queen's men this week. Listen, y'all, if we buffering, bear with me. I promise you, I have done any and everything I can to try to get this stuff on track, but it is absolutely having a mind of its own. But thank you all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and kicking it with us tonight. We're definitely going to dive in and talk about all the Queen's men. Already, shout out to the Marcus Vaughn with the super chats coming through. Already. Thank you guys for tapping in, tuning in. Lemon Kush Pepper, Yolanda Bynum. Who else we got in here? Of course, the Marcus Vaughn. Thank you guys so much for tapping in, tuning in, kicking it with us tonight as we hang out at Virtual Club Eden.
Okay.
And y'all, as y'all can see, we got the VIPs in the building. I think I said that in the beginning, but we got the VIPs in the building. We should have a few more popping in, and when they do, we'll make sure you guys know that they are here. So, with that being said, y'all,
Hey,
we're gonna go
ladies.
ahead and dive
Hey,
on in.
everybody.
Hey,
I don't
boo.
know. My camera's giving
Hey,
me
Tamika.
problems, but I'm here.
Hey, boo.
Okay, I don't think it's just you then, because mine is acting up like it's having an emotional roller coaster as well. So maybe it's restream. Restream, do better. So, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play. It's just gonna this video is just gonna keep rolling. It's not gonna have any audio to it, and we're basically going to talk about the specific scenes that we are looking at. So to start this whole thing off, we're going to talk about, of course, Madam and the family. Like, we got some new family members that then came through and pulled up on us.
hmm
Absolutely.
Make sure that is off. So like right off the bat, Tamika, I'm gonna get each that time. Right off the bat, Tamika, what were your thoughts in regards to I was about to call her baby Tommy, but Amp and his mom and the whole relationship, and finding out that Miss Tony is only here because she coming for some coins.
Yeah, this was the part I was the most curious about. I'm glad we got right into it. Kind of got answers quick, fast, and in a hurry. And we know Imp don't want nothing to do with her. Look like none of the family want nothing to do with her. We all know that she trifling. Dom was in shock. She tried to gather herself up and apologize, and he was like, "Nah, you ain't gotta apologize to her." But I like seeing the interaction with her and Imp, and then seeing, what it was gonna be with her and Madam. The way she came up smiling like it was gonna be a happy family reunion. But like you said, she was there about this
Right.
business and these coins that she felt like Daddy left her, but she couldn't even come to the damn funeral. Messy, messy, messy.
That part. That part. Yeah, and even Carla and her what do you call it? Her charcuterie board,
Yes.
her charcuterie board was like, it's going to take her right on out. Like, Carla was not with the shenanigans. She's ready to just end it all. Because why is she here? Like, why is she here? EJ, what was your thoughts on the whole family dynamics?
Listen, I have been waiting to see Amp's mom. Shout out to Miss Deborah. Yes, your girl is always eating. I was hungry. We at the club. We got these wings. You know what I'm saying? So, I had to go ahead and, the wings at the club is always good. Not saying that I've been to the strip club, because maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But I hear them wings at the strip club is good, and these wings are good. But yeah, but I was excited to see Amp's mom. Like, I've been wanting to see the mom. I've been wanting to see what the deal was, like how Amp would act towards her, if she was Madam's sister, or was it like it was a brother and then she was a wife. Like, I wanted to know exactly how they were related, and now we got those answers. And now we know that nobody likes her because she's a snitch. She's the one who snitched out Cadillac. She's the one who told it. And yet she somehow got left in the will. I feel like Cadillac did this on accident. I think he just forgot to change his will in the middle of his dementia. He just forgot. And the fact that she just showed up for this, I mean, it says a lot about her, and it is going to be interesting to see kind of how this goes along. Like, are we going to get more of her? We really need to get more of her story and figure out like what's really going on. But Tika, you can speak to this as well, because you and I did do the book together. This is the one thing that they did keep consistent in the book. It literally was the same thing. His mom and dad just didn't want nothing to do with him. They disowned him. So I did like how they stuck to that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm also thinking that the mom is like under the thumb of the father. Maybe the father has some coins hidden somewhere, and he's kind of keeping everything from Tony. And I'm thinking that he is like trying to control, which is why she's basically, trying to get this money or get this restaurant, so she'll have a reason to leave him. In my mind, that's just how it would be, but that's just in my mind. We know what the book said, though. Listen, y'all, the club is not complete until we add another to the screen. What up, Candy Love Girl? What is going on? What is going on? How is your day? How is Virtual Club Eden treating you?
They never disappoint. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey, boo. How are you? You look so cute in your pink.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Girl, you know I'm eating something. They already calling me out in the thing.
How y'all doing?
So we were chatting it up, talking a little about the whole family dynamics with Miss Tony coming into play, how Madam is not feeling her, of course, as well as Carla and her charcuterie board got her, she called it a charcuterie board, saying that, she got her stress in. What are we going to do? What were your thoughts on the return of Tony DeVille?
Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you. We just buffering, baby.
Wait a minute.
We good.
It's like got a slight delay. It's a little bit of buffering, but we can hear you just fine.
Tika, EJ.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. I don't hear anything. If y'all can hear me, okay. I heard you ask about the sister. Oh, listen, I love the sister. I love she is a vibe. She is too funny. What can I remember about that part when she was eating that food and she said she started doing the no carbs that was last week or something, keto. She is hilarious. That's all I can say. But I do appreciate her for coming in and ready to step for Madam and ready to step for that family, because she was like, do I need to take this heifer out? Like what? Because listen, she got to go because she the one got daddy locked up. But I like their dynamic. Even though they were still at odds, they were still willing to like be sisters and be one at that moment. But I like being together. I need them to be together soon. But I cannot hear
for sure.
Oh, I don't know what it is. Maybe go out and come back in, but I don't know. We can hear you fine though. You sound good.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. I hear y'all now. Okay.
All right, y'all. So continuing on the conversation, we also have Miss Light It Up with Letitia that's going to join us. So the club is full, y'all. What's up, Letitia?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hey,
I'm glad to be here.
Hey, she got the first slide.
I feel like I need to take my
How's it going? What were your thoughts on? We just chatted up about Miss Tony and the dynamics between her and Carla, as well as Madam and Amp. Do you think Amp is going to revisit that relationship with his mom? Is he gonna actually try to work it out? Because Dime wants him and thinks that he should, ask, forgive his mom, not for his mom, but for himself. Do you think he should even revisit that situation, considering the fact that when Amp was locked up in prison, Mama didn't give a darn about him?
So he really surprised me because last week I was thinking like, oh my gosh, he's so like he was in awe that his mom was there, but they really tricked me because he really he flipped the script and was like upset that she was there and all that sort of thing. But it sounds like she has a story to tell. So I think eventually he will listen to the story and he will probably end up taking his mama's side.
I hope not. I don't like her.
I don't like her energy coming off, but and also the reason why we don't like her because Madam and them don't like him because she, see the cause of their family issues. But I
I
feel like
stand with
she
Madam.
must have a story to tell.
I stand with her.
I agree with you, Letitia. I think there's more to Miss Tony than we're given, because even in the book it was vague. Like, we didn't get a whole lot of Miss Tony and her husband, or Amp's father. We didn't get a lot of details about them. We just knew that they weren't vibing with Amp. So I'm with you, Letitia. I'm hoping we'll get to learn a little bit more about Miss Tony.
Same.
Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. So, final question on that whole subject. Should Amp talk to his mom, or should he kick her to the curb? And we'll start with EJ. I know you don't like her.
Absolutely, positively, that would be a no. Okay. First of all, Amp has too many things going on in his life right now, and we do not need another thing that is going to somehow bring him into a dark place. We are trying to get to the light with Amp. Okay. We are trying to bring him into the light, and we do not need this darkness coming into his life. Like, no, I don't give a damn about his mama, his daddy, his sister, uncle, cousins, brother, none of that. I need Amp to be on the up and up. We saw where Amp went when he went dark last time. We don't need that. So we just need him to stay cool, calm, and collected, because when Amp goes dark, people start to disappear, if y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean. So we need Amp to just be, we just need him to stay where he at, okay? That's it.
Okay, and what about you, Tamika? What are your thoughts on Amp reconnected, reunited with his mama?
I feel like we know he is gonna reunite with her at some point. I don't know if it's so much her story that's gonna get to him. I think it's Dom just telling him like, "Oh, forgive her. It's not for her. It's for you. Hear her out. Hear what she got to say." And what he told her, I want to save the sweetness for you. Whatever. But yeah, that he's probably gonna do it because he's trying to be on Dom's good side right now. But he might turn around and end up actually getting pissed off with the mama all over again, because it does seem like it's some things he doesn't know. Even Madam said, "Oh, we'll see how Aunt feels once he finds out what you've been, doing." So this should be interesting.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna switch questions for Candy and Letitia. We find out that Amp's mama is here to claim Maddie B's. She's here to claim Maddie B's, and then Madam, on the other hand, is like, why the heck does she get the property? We need to get ownership of that before she does. But then she's also trying to get the land right next to Maddie B's, proclaimed as an eminent domain. Do y'all think it's some bodies on that land? And Candy and then Letitia, what are your thoughts on Madam trying to get that property next door?
Yes, I think she needs to go ahead and handle that because there probably are some bodies on that land. Under there, around there, and next door. Like, they better go ahead and check all the properties. Because if not, then they gonna be digging up stuff when it's time to dig up. What is this, a school that they were putting there, a playground or something? Baby, the kids gonna be walking by and somebody head skull gonna pop up out the ground. So Madam better handle the business. I don't know how she's gonna get it from Tony. But I think she needs to go ahead and whatever the intimate domain for that other side of the property so that they can, handle that and don't have any issues coming, down the pipe. But why she has a will, somebody tell me, why does she have a will? How did she get a will? And dad is supposed to be gone to glory. Like, where did she get this will from?
He cared for her. He cared for her at one point in time. I guess he cared for her before she turned him in and forgot. He just didn't get an opportunity because he had to play crazy or play like he had, Alzheimer's or whatever. Didn't have time to take her off of that wheel.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's the only thing I can think of. What about you, Letitia?
I'm not feeling that. I feel like, Madam, girl, you ignored your family this whole time, and now that your daddy is gone, or you think he's gone, uh, you come in to claim property and things, and you ain't even spoke to us. I would feel some kind of way if I was her. I know, and also, yeah, I believe that there's probably definitely bodies and things. Whatever. It's a family business, so they took care of family business on their property. I'm certain. So, yeah, but no, I'm not feeling Tony for that reason. How dare you? Just coming here trying to claim stuff.
Right.
Yeah, because where you
in defense of Tony, she did try to call. She did try to call. Nobody answered.
Yeah, but where you been at though? All this time.
You've been in your son, you've been
Right.
in your sisters, you've been in your daddy, but you want his stuff? Why? That's what I'm saying. She has a story to tell. There's something we obviously don't know just yet, but I'm sure it's something that the daddy shared with her at some point and didn't share it with the rest of us. So, I have to wait for it to unfold.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for that moment. Now, listen, y'all. This moment right here, that's about to pull up. Listen, it had me on an emotional roller coaster. Check this scene out real quick, and then we're gonna talk. Well, we could talk as it actually plays. This whole thing is buffering, so we probably won't even see the damn thing. But the way the situation is set up, my boy Fuego find out what really truly happened to Sandra, and I just knew that Fuego was going to go and Google that report, and it showed that Sandra had been raped. Salute to Candy and I think Tamika's in last week that said that yes, something sadistic had happened to Sandra. Like I said, she was raped. She was popped in the back and in the head. I don't know what dirty ding dong dude would do that to her. That's so disgusting and so disappointing that something like that would happen. So going up from Letitia from the bottom to the top, we'll go ahead and just discuss the discovery that Fuego, everything that Fuego found out.
Oh, I think the main thing that he found out that he was so upset and disgusted by was that it appeared that she was raped, and he went into an absolute rage. So I think this is where we will see him beginning to start plotting against Madam. Sorry, EJ, but he's probably gonna start plotting. Getting his crew. He gonna junior up, y'all. He gonna act like Junior from the Family Business and have a whole crew of folks. And it might include Miss Tony. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it was traumatic for him for sure.
Yeah, I agree. But what's that device sitting beside him right there in that picture? Was that a voice changer that we were hoping he used last week when he made that phone call?
I hope that's what it was. I hope that's what it was, Candy.
But yeah, I kind of figured something evil had happened to her because like a dismemberment, and to me that wasn't as bad as somebody like taking advantage of an unalive body. And that's like something a parent wouldn't want to talk about, yet alone a father that had been looking for their child. He doesn't want to know somebody did that to their child after they had been taken out, which was nasty, disgusting, and low down and dirty. And I hope it ain't the one that's on the screen right now. I wonder who did that to her, because like who would go that stoop that low? Like,
don't put that on Midnight.
Like, would that be Babyface? Somebody put in chat, put Smoke. Like, but who would do that though? Like, who would stoop that low to do something so disgusting?
But she hired people, remember?
I thought it was one of our guys. Not our guys, but our guys. It wasn't. It wasn't our guys
that she hired to do the smashing cat.
Yeah, I thought we did. I need to go back and look. Oh God.
She basically had Doc to go in and pretend like he's going to check on Fuego and, you know, check on them, say, I need you to fix my computer. And then Fuego came to him and said, man, I got something deeper than a computer. I need you to check out. I got this body on the bed. What can I do? What should I do? You know what I mean? So that's how they actually got involved with that whole situation. And yeah, and once they did that, then that's when they took away took the body and all that. But when we do see Sandra, she's laying there in her bra with the bullet to the back area, and so yeah.
Okay. I wonder what the ramifications would be once Madam finds out. If it's somebody that she paid to do this, take them away. I wonder, like, what would she do to them because they did that part? Like, will there be some kickback? You know, like, dang, you ain't had to do that to her now. You know, she was already gone. But I guess they had to make it look, I don't know. That was just disgusting, though.
That was extra. They didn't have to do that. It's supposed to be a smash and dash or whatever you call it. Smash.
She was already gone. Like, just take her away.
Whatever they called it.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I remember we was talking about it last week. I was hoping that it wasn't that, because once Daddy said they did some other unspeakable things and the coroner didn't want him to read the report, I think we all pretty much agreed that Fuego was going to go look that report up. It's like if you say don't look at something, especially, you know, something like that, and this is somebody that he did care about, and he wasn't expecting to see nothing like that. And so now I had to give EJ a shout out when I was on my recap. I said, I guess she gonna get this evil Fuego that she been wanting and about to come out, because he said everybody got a damn pay now.
Yes.
It's gonna be interesting to see where he gonna go to.
Okay, exactly. Did you have more, Tamika, or is it my go?
You could go ahead.
Oh, okay. I know she said from the bottom up, so I was trying to make sure you finish. And it's on a slight delay. But Fuego is about to get activated, y'all. Let's keep it real. Fuego is about to get activated. We are finally about to get to see a dark side of Fuego, finally. And Fuego is probably about to become one of my more favorite characters now, just because I need something different from him. I cannot have this sweet little Fuego up in here just doing nothing. This right here has to motivate him to do something out of character. And that is what I've been wanting. Like, I don't want to see nothing nice. I don't want to see no more nice stuff. Like, I need to see nothing but just some dark, some actions, and like just people doing crazy stuff up in here. Like, I need to see that type of stuff. I'm here for all the shenanigans, but mainly because Fuego has been the innocent one this entire time. Everybody else has some sort of dirt on them. And I always felt like Fuego had to be pushed in order to have dirt. Like, I felt like he would never do it on his own, but something would have to make him want to go to this level that I need him to go to, even if it is against Madam, because he's not gonna win, but I want to see him try. Like, I want to see the journey of it all. I want to see him get there, y'all. I'm excited for this, and Fuego better not let me down. They better not let me down. We cannot find out that something like this happened to her and that he is not gonna go all the way with it. Like, Fuego better catch a freaking body this go around is all I'm saying.
All right now, EJ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Okay. Thank you, Candy.
I'm definitely with you. I'm not gonna dive too deep because y'all say I got a favorite being Fuego, and it
It
is.
is.
But I just want him to get some. It is, and I just want him to do what he got to do. I don't want him to even go full with Da Rods. Da Rods, you can't really trust her because she's all about self. But maybe we'll get that Fuego and concierge connection that we need, because at this point, Madam done did her big win with concierge. She done took the man product and then laced it with some stuff, and we're gonna get to that. I don't think I got my slides up here, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about that moment where Madam has she got listen, she had, what's his name,
Tommy.
damn it,
Tommy.
she had Tommy dancing. He reminded me of the TikTok. Dancing like the TikTok, that TikTok project or that TikTok video. How do you want it? Because Tommy is in there cutting up the stuff. He's cutting it up and he's lacing it. And they got this scorpion that's on this packet that is taking folks out. Anybody? Well, we'll go ahead and start with EJ all around. EJ, Tamika, Candy, and then Letitia. Just talk about Tommy cutting up the product, Madam messing with concierge. Do you see a war coming anytime soon? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, we are going tit for tat at this point, and I'm here for all of the shenanigans. I need to see how the concierge is going to one up this, because Madam did not come to play with him. Like, he thinks that Madam is his play. He thinks that he's so much better than her. I need to see you one up her if that's the case. I understand that we got these bodies and all. Y'all remember, shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all remember that this is a fictional show. So I hope that I didn't care about all them bodies getting got. Like, you gonna have casualties of war. Okay, when we go to war, there are always going to be some casualties, and those people had to go for her to make a point to the concierge and let him know that we are not playing with him. Now, concierge is Yogo. Now it's time for you to do some stuff. Okay, just do not take out anybody that I care about. You can take out, I mean, pretty much anybody. Not Fuego, because I need to see what Fuego finna do. But everybody else is on the table, and Amp. And everybody else is on the table right now. I don't really care about none of them. Oh, and Midnight, because I like him. And Blue and Tommy. Okay. Clearly I got some people that I don't want to go, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, we do need something to happen. We need him to come back bigger than ever. But he's not going to do what Madam does. Madam is going to go super big. He's going to try to hit her where it hurts. But the thing is that if the concierge has all of these connections, right, why not? Like, I feel like you should have been able to take out Madam. So why haven't we done so? Like, I just am starting to think that the concierge is not as powerful as we think. I really think that he is powerful when he is aligned with a powerful family. And he's not aligned with one right now. So I don't know where I don't know what he can do to one up her, but I do want to see what he could come up with. I need him to be creative as her doggone basement closet, okay? Her basement. I need him to be that creative. Let's go. Concierge. Let's get it.
Yeah, I was disappointed in the concierge.
Yeah, because that whole No. Go ahead, Tamika. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I was disappointed in him. Like, what the hell? I said, when do gangsters come up talking about, can I please, do me this solid, do me a favor, I need the product back. The fact that Madam was like, don't cry, dry your eyes, and passing him a hanky, like, you gonna cry some more, bitch. And he really thought that he was just gonna get the product back and everything was gonna be okay. Like, where we do that at? I couldn't pay that much attention to Tommy cutting up the product because Tommy's arms was cut up and he was cutting up in there dancing, so I was paying more attention to that. But yeah, we had to lose some people because he was stupid.
I got it here.
Concierge, sir. Why you thought Madam was gonna give you some clean narcotics? I don't know how he thought that was gonna be gonna come in the package that they left in. I don't understand what he was thinking when he went to her crying and whining. I hate to say that because he's so fine. He was so fine, y'all.
He's a fine crier.
EJ, stop. we got to stop talking about these little gray patches that we have in our head because listen, concierge is wearing the little gray patch, and I might just dye my hair gray.
Oh hell no, I'm not doing that, Candy. But you go ahead though. I'm here for it. I'm gonna hype
But
you up
no,
every time.
seriously though, like EJ said, I don't know what he can do or what he's willing to do to get back at her other than take out her father. Like maybe would he threaten to take Amp? Would he threaten to take Tony? Like this a sister? Like what is he going to do to hurt her? Because he's tried with the father before, and of course that didn't work. Um, is he going to take her? Like what is he going to do with her? Like he has to do something for real, in order to make her like straighten up a little bit. I don't know. He's not doing anything right now, though, and I think that's scary. That's kind of scary because it's real minor the things that he is doing because he's not really doing anything. And how to say that when you're quiet, that's where you need to be paying attention. So the moves he's making is kind of quiet, like he's doing subtle things. He's asking for his narcotics back. Why did you do that? Why did you do this? Why did you take that from me? So I think that's kind of like passive aggressive, and I think he might come up with some old school remedies for her, like the way she's been using on everybody. I don't know. I hope so. Because she's getting off too easy, in my opinion. That's all.
Yeah, I think Real G's move in silence, and he has a silent rage going on. And I think that we may not be ready for what he has. He might be the plug, but is he really the top? I mean, are all of those are those substances actually his, or is he responsible for them? He did threaten that there was, you don't want to deal with these people. So I think that there are still people behind him, but they go silent too because they're not supposed to be known. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he's gonna come for her, but he slow wins the race as opposed to jumping off, being hot. Madam is very hot headed. Although she is calculating, I think he's less hot headed, but he's just as calculating as her. So I look forward to seeing how diabolical this man can be because he is fine and that patch looks good on him. So yes, let us see. Let the war begin. Let's go.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm here for it. And Tommy was looking fine. Return of the
Absolutely.
Mac. He was fine.
Listen, make no
Money
mistake,
made.
that is
Yes.
O'Shea, okay? That is O'Shea.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
That is O'Shea.
Born and raised in the TOL. Okay, just
Madam called
that's why I asked.
Okay.
So listen, while we're talking about Madam's crew, we have to talk about Blue. Blue has decided to go and get some therapy because she woke up out of a horrible nightmare where she imagined or dreamed that she was back in a wartime situation. She
Mm-hmm.
is pulling out blickies on people who ain't even there. And it is so bad that she calls her friend Williams and says, "Hey, what's the number to that doctor?" She has finally sucked it up and decided that she needs to make that phone call. Letitia, we'll start with Letitia, Candy, Tamika, and then EJ. What were your thoughts on that particular moment? And do you guys think that this is actually going to be helpful for Blue, considering the fact that she's not ready to open up and tell everything, especially with what her job actually entails? She got a lot of secrets that she's going to keep from this therapist. Will this even be, useful for her?
I do think it's going to be useful for her. I'm rooting for Blue. She needs this. She's been dealing with this for a really long time, and just now getting starting to get help for it. However, I do not trust these people. I don't trust her therapist. I don't know why, but there's something off about her. I love her Jamaican accent, but baby, is there something that's off about her? She was asking all the questions, which is what she's supposed to do, duh. But Blue was, she's skeptical. But I'm also skeptical of her friend that came back in her life too. There's a reason why we see people and why they come about, but we just gonna have to see. But I'm side eyeing the therapist for a little bit until I get shown something else. But I am rooting for Blue. I want her to. I mean, it's funny saying this. She needs to go to therapy, but she unalives people for a living. I mean, that's kind of weird, but we we move anyway. I want her to heal in the way that she can, I guess, and dealing with what she does for a living. It just seems counterproductive, but she still needs to heal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you, Letitia. I don't trust her, and this is all the Queen's men and anybody that we see new to us. We don't trust those people, and yeah, we don't trust her. I don't trust the friend. I don't want her to open. I need her to open up, but I need, of course, you can't. Therapy doesn't work if you're holding back. So, um, I don't know how this is going to work for her if she doesn't open up all the way. But of course, uh, I last week I asked, was she going to quit? And again, I'm asking, is she going to quit? I don't know. Because it's she got a lot going on psychologically. Like she's hearing things, seeing things, bells are ringing, and she got a lot going on. And I've never dealt with PTSD, so I don't know how that works. But from what I've seen, it's not a pretty sight. So I don't know how she's going to handle working with Madam, especially with the things that we have going on. We got Tony back. We got Fine Patch coming back. So it's no telling what she's going to have to do. Maybe that's what Smoke is going to take up Blue's slack. Maybe that's why he's here. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Tamika.
Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know where we going with this. On one hand, I feel like it could help her. On the other hand, I feel like, uh, listen, this doctor may be taken out, even whether she is somebody that's here for trickery or whether she's just straight up trying to help her. Because if she do open up to her, I gotta take you. I gotta unallow you. So it's like either way, I don't think the doc may end up in a good position if she does open up. So there's that. But I am curious because I felt like they did bring, her past friend that she was in the military with back for a reason. And the fact that that was one of the first conversations they had was about therapy and how much it's changing her life. And she was so shocked and was like, what? You going to therapy, but you like me and you're strong, you're the strongest person I have known, as if a strong person is never supposed to get, weak and need help, which a lot of people feel that way. And even when the therapist said you have PTSD, she was basically like, I don't got no PTSD. Don't say that as if it was a terminal illness. And it's like a lot of people can have PTSD. Side note, I have PTSD, so I don't have it in the same way that Blue does, but I definitely get it. And the fact that she's having nightmares and all this stuff triggered her from what, which we knew that was going to happen from the whole blowing up the flashlight. Now she's going back to when she did her time in the military. So I mean, yeah, that ain't no joke. She definitely needed, but how does she do that and still continue to work for Madam? So I definitely want to see where they're gonna take this story to. I'm glad they including it because I didn't see it going there.
That part. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't trust the doctor. I feel like Keisha, aka Davis, has a lot of people that she's really going to be trying to use in order to get to Madam, and that's trying to kind of dismiss. See, at first I thought Keisha was just dumb as rocks, right? But she's starting to be a little bit smarter than what I initially assumed.
Mm-hmm.
And her using that doctor to get rid of the medicine, which was dumb, but I mean, because we're still going to be able to get the medicine regardless. But I mean, it was dumb because why do you want an unhinged Madam? But at the same time, she's willing to go as far as she needs to go. We saw that she slept with Doc. I mean, that was a good time, but I mean, she did it for a reason. But how much further is she willing to go? Is she willing to mess with someone's their mental in order to do so. So I think I don't trust people who just pop up. I don't trust this friend that just popped up. I don't trust this doctor, because if I don't trust the friend and the friend was the one that gave the doctor, I don't trust none of them at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real skeptical. I'm real protective of Madam and her little inner circle, because if you get to one of them, you can get to Madam. And I just want Madam to stay good. And so I don't trust none of them right now. I feel like this is a setup. But am I glad that Blue was willing to get therapy? Absolutely. I just don't think this is the one. I think she needs to go to one of them therapists, that specializes in people unaliving people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, she definitely needs a whole different type of therapist in her life. I'm a watch it with one eye open, and then I'm watching the friend with the other piece of the eye that's open, because there are military friends that you are lifelong friends with. However, it's just a lot of unanswered pieces with this friend. Like, you just show up one day, you come in, you announce because you got your uniform on that Thomas has been unalived or he has passed away by certain self-induced measures. And here's the number to the therapist. Girl, you need to talk to my therapist. And then her therapist not available, so she has to talk to this other therapist. On one hand, I'm hoping that this is something positive for Blue. On the other hand, I'm just hoping that it's not going to be something that's going to turn her into the worst type of person. She's already bad, but turn her into the worst type of person that she can absolutely be. Because sometimes therapists can kind of make your condition worse than what it actually is. So I'm hoping that this is not one of those moments with Blue. EJ mentioned Dr. Hung or Dr. Sung earlier, and we saw Dr. Sung get taken out by Tommy. Girl, talk to me, EJ, about Dr. Sung and Tommy and that dance they had going on in that doctor's office in broad daylight.
Okay, because that's the only way to do it, is to do it in broad daylight. Because if you're not gonna do it in broad daylight, then what is the purpose of doing it? You know what I mean? Like, why are we even going there? I feel like Tommy is definitely the type to do. I mean, if Madam gonna do it, Madam do some stuff in broad daylight. All these people do stuff in broad daylight. Nobody's really trying to hide anything at this point. So I'm with it. But we knew that his life was gonna be short lived. I mean, you say you choose the popos over Madam. You see what kind of medicine you are prescribing her. What in the world did you think was going to happen? Like, did you think that there was a world where she wasn't going to get some get back? I just don't understand these people. Like, I don't understand why we are not using our deductive reasoning skills and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm giving you this crazy medicine, because we know that's what it is, even though they said something about a dog, I know it's crazy medicine. I don't care what nobody say. That is some crazy medicine that he was giving her, like, to keep her sane, right? If I'm giving this to you, if I'm prescribing this to you, because in the real, what else would it be? Like, that was that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was that dire. So I feel like it was crazy medicine. And if I'm giving that to you, then I think that you're going to be unhinged if you're not getting it. And you might do something that might, not necessarily align with what a sane person would do. I'm not saying that he knows Madam, like, to the point where he knows where she's already at on the medicine. But dude, like, you should know that something is going to happen if she literally had a man come and get you and bring you to her office. Like, he brought you to the office, like, and you literally got threatened. Like, what part of that didn't make you, like, have some light bulbs? Like, you should have been asking old Keisha for some protection or something. Like, I don't understand. That was just dumb on all levels. Dumb.
Because wasn't he in his street clothes that when he brought him in?
I can't remember, girl.
Like, you was not even in your uniform, sir. He brought you up out your bed, out your house. Yeah, season 1, episode 1. How many times we saw Madam, different Madam, like 5 or 6? Yeah, we don't need to see that. We don't.
And Madam is definitely dealing with some anxiety, some I forgot the other name for it, but she's dealing with a whole lot of different things. All the multiple personalities, that bipolar. Madam is dealing with a lot of stuff. Letitia, any thoughts on Madam Dr. Song that made his way to that hospital in heaven? Any thoughts? Him and Tommy, that dance was, and Tommy
Yeah,
just
he
said
didn't.
whatever, like.
Tommy did not care. There was nothing covering that window. He just did it in broad daylight, open window. But my thing is about the doctor, sir. You knew that the police was wrong in telling you to stop prescribing it, but you also know that by not prescribing it, again, she would be unhinged. Why didn't you figure out a way to maybe pass on the prescription to a colleague that you trusted, maybe, so that you could both save your license and your life? Because we knew he was a goner when he said we went there talking about something he couldn't do it no more. Sir, it's a wonder you got out of her office. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he should have. If your police gonna make you go underground, then go underground. Find you a colleague that deals in the black market so that she can still get what she need, so that you don't have to worry about it. She get what she need, you can still practice. Y'all all will keep it moving, alive and well. But mm,
Mm-hmm.
too bad and so sad.
Live
May he
happily
rest.
ever after. Mm.
That
That
part,
part.
that part for sure. It was to be good. Did you go in regards to Madam and the Doc?
I pretty much agree with Letitia. I feel like, he's supposed to be smart. He's supposed to be a doctor. I would have gotten somebody else to write it if he didn't want to write it himself. But if it's my life versus the license, I'm going to be choosing my life. And he should have been put in a complaint against Davis and them, because what they did was against the law. The fact he still was just walking around treating other patients and he didn't think something was going to come back to him, is just idiotic to me, absolutely. And the fact he was talking about just give me a little more time. Like, no, once you see Tommy waiting for you in your office, TikTok time is up. But I did feel like I was expecting more from Tommy than him coming in here like lights out, ready, stabbing him up in there in the office, especially the way he was like, I haven't to take it out in a long time. I gotta really think of the way I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking it's gonna be some elaborate thing. I was like, no, he didn't say I'm fine waiting here for you. I said, yeah, you are fine, Tommy, but this is a mess.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, he had to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Toodles.
yeah. Tommy. We're seeing the diabolical side of Tommy. We've seen many moments of Tommy, but he's getting darker and darker. I need Madam to let him go on and bust one, so this man can calm down a little bit. I'm just saying, Madam, get that man a little something. So
He been begging.
whatever happens at Virtual Club, okay.
He been begging for a minute. She won't let him do it.
Okay, do something except for like
That
let
part.
Tommy have some pleasure sometimes. Okay,
Listen.
because Tommy always trying to please people. Like, look, give him some pleasure,
Return
I
of
just
the
want to
Mac.
taste his lemon cupcakes. That's all.
girl.
Oh.
I don't know, but I didn't know what you was about to
Okay.
say. But I was like, I was like, let me get to the rest of it.
Oh, salt shaker. This is so weird.
His lemon cupcakes, like
Yes, I would love to taste those. I love lemon. And I bet you they'd be nice and light and fluffy and everything. He takes great care in everything that he does.
Mm-hmm.
my lord. Listen, y'all, we because it is what it is. Tommy is, he's delicious. But we need to find out, is Babyface the pappy? Is he the pappy? Because this young man, Quincy, is sniffing draws. He pulling out, but somebody made me understand that he was actually possibly taking the underwear for DNA. So is he the pappy? Is Babyface the pappy of Q? aka Quincy, Mr. Shaker Man.
Listen, I don't know because people came in the comments trying to act like this was just some far-fetched theory when we all know that Babyface is absolutely the oldest one there. So Babyface got to easily probably be about 40, 45. He might even, you know what I'm saying? Which means that he could have a kid that was in his early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not that far-fetched. Shout out to Stephanie because she was the one who said it. She's the one who said that this was probably she thought that he was Babyface's son because, girl, I thought it was going to be Miss Patty's son is where I was going with it. But that's what she said. And I think that's kind of where they're going with this now. I think that is how they're leaning towards it. I mean, and if he's still in draws, that's the only other thing that makes sense is that he was trying to get the DNA. That's why I said, why didn't he just get like some hair from the comb or something? I'm pretty sure Babyface, like, he still got a little bit of hair on this thing, but I guess the draws would be a much better option. I don't know, it was something like that. But I think this will be interesting. And DeMarcus, I ain't even got to look in the chat to know that you probably said something about that 1-year-old from season 1, most likely, because I ain't looked yet. But okay, you didn't say it yet. You're gonna say it though. But he can have multiple kids. Like, I mean, this is just some kid we don't even know about, and now he want to know who his daddy is, and it is what it is. It's definitely given. It's given that.
Right. Any other thoughts? Letitia, you look like I know you got something to say.
Yeah, I was thinking along the lines of Miss Patty's people too, and I thought maybe a brother or something to him, but definitely I feel like it's probably his daddy, or he thinks Face is his daddy, because he made a comment a couple times to Rayshawn about that's the second time or the third time that you said something about Babyface. I mean, he's sticking up for him. That man has not been kind to you in any sort of way, but you sticking up for him like he your big brother or your daddy. So I mean, I don't know. I think he young. He may be a little bit lost. At first, again, I thought he was trying to get back at Face for Rayshawn, even though he didn't get the full story. But now he seems so obsessed with him. So yeah, I'm thinking he might be the daddy.
Yeah, and then he was talking about, let me your arms. I'm gonna get my arms cut up like his. I want to say your arms more cut than his. But I mean, this is what we at. This is what Tamika said. This is how they wrote it. So here we are. But I'm like,
did he say he was the same? They was built the same.
Yeah, he built the same.
Bigger than
how you got your arms like that. I was like, this is weird, but yeah, I'm starting to think that it's probably the damn father, because I was agreeing with y'all with the Miss Pat. But to be honest, I don't give a damn about him having a son. I guess that would be something good, because to me, Babyface is the most useless damn character. He is useless with Madam. He's useless with Tandy. Like, he is just as useless as a box of rocks, child.
He's annoying.
Yeah, he's very annoying. So if he got a child and this is gonna make some change in him, then I guess.
He seemed grimy though. I don't think he don't.
You mentioned. I was just gonna say, and since you mentioned Miss Tandy, as she won her mayoral election, all this man has said is, does that mean I'm gonna get my card?
Yeah.
Like, give a woman time to let the wind. Like, really? How childish? He's so childish. And she know what it is. She paid him to be her underbed dude. So
yeah, because if it was me, I would have kicked him out, child. I ain't got no time for no hobos to be in the house eating cereal. And even when Madam came and he like, Madam, what you doing here? She like, bye, don't worry about it, get out of here. Useless.
Eating up all her cereal.
That part. Okay, a big old bowl too. He didn't just have like a little small regular bowl.
Right.
He had like a big old mixing bowl.
He had to go find the keys. Why we got to go? What? Where y'all?
Lord,
never mind. Let me let it go.
Deborah, I've been asking that question for I don't know how long. I don't understand where Face money is at. And all the other guys got their own places. They got stuff that's going on outside of this, whether we like it or not. He's the only one that's homeless.
Because
Like,
Miss
what is
Patty
going
brought the other place he was living in, and the
Mhm.
car and the place, and that got repossessed, and she gave him a bike. Like, what are we doing? He's a hobosexual. Like, come
Not
on.
a homosexual.
That's what he is. He's sexing for
Oh
housing.
my, pretty much. Pretty much. But if he played the game right, then he'll be fine with Miss Tandy. Miss Tandy will give him literally the world, but he's greedy. And I think even that situation, he's gonna mess that up. Now, also with Miss Tandy, we saw where D.A. Rides came through and they had drinks. If I was D.A. Rides, I would not be drinking anything from behind Tandy at all because she don't know that Tandy is plotting to take her out. And then also Tandy mentioned to her about, taking possession of that land next to Maddie B's and D.A. Rise is like, why are you so concerned about that? That's owned by Madam. So now D.A. Rise is understanding that this new mayor, Miss Tandy, is about to she's still in bed with Madam. Anybody had any particular thoughts on that conversation?
I thought that was dumb as hell for Tandy to ask her about that. Like, she ain't got the sense God gave her, Roach. That's all I got to say.
And how you ask that question like immediately? Like that's the first question you ask, not like when I get to work, but I need to make this property an eminent domain or whatever. I'm like, that's the first thing you say. But I guess it's what you do when you're trying to get something done. You go ahead and say what you got to say. Yeah,
That was stupid.
it was like
How is she
you
qualified at
you
all
want her
to
to
be
look into
mayor?
it. And then she said, "Isn't that Madam's land property?"
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, girl.
If she was really mayor material, she'd have slid it in with a bunch of other paperwork that she was trying to get taken care of all at the same time. Of course, she don't know what she's doing. Just like in real life, I'm like, people that have scandals in politics, you mean to tell me, they put your whole address out there when you're in politics. So you literally have your male prostitute living in your home and you're the mayor, ma'am? She's all around
Yeah, because even
psychopath.
when Face first was going to open the door, I thought it was going to be D.A. Rose there instead of, Madam, and she was going to be like, what the hell is going on? You chilling with the dancers? But, it wasn't. But I was thinking that, like, you telling him to go open the door? Like, what's happening?
Right.
Then he always be running in his underwear in the road. Like, yeah, sir.
Like he Hugh Hefner or somebody.
Okay.
Right.
Watching
Right.
cartoons, eating cereal
Tommy said, you ain't got no money.
at all.
So EJ, thinking about DA Rides, thinking about your girl Davis and your girl Lola Falana, also known as Shamika, your girl. What are your thoughts? Because now we know that Shamika, is she playing both sides or is she really in with Detective Davis? Because we find out that Detective Davis and Shamika set the whole situation up to where Shamika would basically give what's the child Doc the wrong t-shirt. Like they did that all on purpose.
Girl, wasn't nothing a shock by this at all. I've never trusted a Lola Falana. I've never trusted her. I've always thought that she was an op still. And I don't understand why Madam even let her guard down enough to think that this woman was not an op. I'm really hoping that it's some... Like, I really, and I can't even say this right now because Madam gave Doc that shirt like she really believed that it was real. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, Madam, you are so much smarter than this. I know you do not believe this girl. She is too eager. Like, I cannot believe we are getting duped by the same trick. Like, we literally just went through this with Keisha. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stop calling her Keisha. We literally just went through this with Detective Davis. You know what I'm saying? With Katrina. And now you're gonna do the same thing with Lola, who we know is an op. Like, come on, madam. Like that irritated me because I just refuse to believe that madam is, it must be the meds. I mean, I think we need to get her meds ASAP because clearly she's not thinking clearly for some reason. I don't understand that. That bothered me, as a matter of fact, because it wasn't a revelation. Everybody knew it. I'm sure everybody on this panel knew that.
Yeah, I don't think they're fooling Madam at all. As a matter of fact, I think that what is her name? Davis is making herself. She's like what, a smart dummy. Because why would you be in the club at the same time as Lola, and then you talk about, oh, I just want to see you, I want to have a drink, and you're still trying to say little sly words, and you tell her about the mixing T-shirt, and oh, I'm one step ahead of you, but you're clearly not. Why would you be showing your damn hand? It's not hard to put two and two together, and I just need both of them rolled up and thrown in out there where the bodies go. That's all.
That part.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They're doing the most. They're doing the most. And the line, when the hit the fans, we're gonna find Lola hanging upside down again, and Detective Davis gonna be hanging upside down with her.
Then they could
Now
be face to
listen,
face.
y'all. Final. Right, literally, right next to each other, face to face, upside down. Last but not least, y'all, I know I saved this for last because I know half the time I don't even care to talk about Trouble like that. But Trouble is in some trouble. Trouble done took that plunge on the dark side. She has unalived somebody, and now she don't know how to handle it. She popping pills. She walking through Club Eden, groping the customers. It got so bad that Blue had to tell her, "Look, girl, you gonna have to get your itch together and get that itch out your system before Madam finds out." So Candy, Letitia, Tamika, and then finally my girl EJ. What were y'all thoughts on that whole moment? Because Trouble is literally just doing too much. She just need to go hide in the box somewhere, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think she is she's moving recklessly. We all know Trouble is trouble, but she's really becoming trouble now because now you're taking medicine and it's not the kind that calms you down. This kind is making you more annoying than before because now you feeling all up on this lady that did not want to be touched up on, and you don't know how to act when it's like somebody being, drunk and don't know how to act. She is on medication and don't know how to act. It's like you're being a little bit more aggressive than normal, and I could see her being hung upside down too with Lola and Detective Davis because she's doing too much. Like, why are we like you came in like you was this like I can do whatever you need me to do. I'm this, that, and the third, but then you really not that person. So you should have played that part as if you're not that person. You should have walked in, did your job, shut your mouth, played it safe, played it cool. But now you got to take doggone pills just to keep sane because upside down reading coloring book keep asking you questions and he's getting on your nerves.
Wait a minute.
don't talk
Not
about
the
Ray
coloring
Sean like
book.
that. Ray Sean is sweet. Don't talk about him like that.
Ray Shaw is stressing Trouble out.
Oh my god.
If Ray Shaw had, if he had not asked her that question, she would not. He's a stressor. He's a stress factor in this club. He's stressing the people out.
He's
But
so
yeah,
sweet
Trouble.
though.
He is, but he's a stressor. He's annoying. Like, but where's Champ? Want y'all together? Want y'all to? That scene be so funny to me. Every time he asks, it's like, well, where's Waldo? I can't.
But he really messed her up though. He really messed her up when he said you my friend, I love you, I care about you. He messed her up. He messed her up. But Trouble, she thought she could stomp with the big dogs, and she found out that she is not really about that life. She cannot handle what she has done. I can't stand her anyway. I ain't never liked Trouble. She's always been trouble. She always getting in trouble. She always getting everybody else in trouble. Girl, I think she gonna take her own self out. I don't think she gonna have to wait for Madam. I think she'll take her own self out. She's moving too reckless at this point.
Oh.
Or
Oh.
she gonna join Fuego's team, El Fuego's team. That's all I'm saying.
He don't want her on his
Ooh.
team.
No,
She
we don't want her on our team. We
she
do
too
not want her on our
messy.
team.
No, I'm
She too
talking
Stay
about
messy.
the new team to
nuh-uh.
take down Madam.
Well, nuh-uh.
I don't want her
I
up
mean, I hear you, and I totally understand, Tisha, but
Oh
no,
no.
Go ahead, Tamika. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I don't want her up there. I pretty much agree with everything that Letitia and I'm about to say and Candy was saying, but I don't want her on his team. I just feel like she's either gonna end up doing something to herself because she can't handle it, or they're gonna do something for her because we can't be sitting here popping poppers, sweetie. I'm sorry, that's not gonna do. It's not gonna fly. And I have never liked Trouble, so I'm not gonna miss her. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I've been wanting her to go.
Bring back
That
Champ.
part.
Bring back Champ.
At this point, I swear, gracious, because she's seen too much.
Not
Mhm.
doing too much.
She do too much and not enough at the same time.
Mhm.
I agree. Am I supposed to be talking? Take it.
That'll be you. It's all good.
I was just like, we wait for
Yeah.
me. Oh, trouble. Boy, I tell you, see how she just escapes me. Trouble is trouble. Trouble do what she do. Trouble is always gonna trouble. I mean, she lives up to her namesake. And here we go, giving Trouble another. Oh God, can we just? I just. I'm so tired of Trouble. I just want to be done with Trouble already. Like, I just need like a little bit of a break from her. If we could just get a little bit of a break from her, it would be okay. I'm so sick of seeing her whining all the time about not getting to make the main lineup. When the truth of the matter is that you could make the main lineup if you would just shut the up and just do what you need to do, and you would get there. But if you keep asking, it's like that kid that keep asking you for something. It's going to get one of two reactions. Either you're going to get so upset and you just going to pour it all out and say, get it, here, take it. Or you're going to keep saying no, or you're going to start ignoring them. Like it's something, one of those things is going to happen. And most likely is going to be the latter. You're not going to get what you want just because you keep asking for it or even feeling entitled to it. Trouble irks my soul so much. And then the way that she was acting, now she's on the blue pills, taking this ecstasy out here. I'm assuming that's what the blue pill is. I don't know my drugs like that, but I do know the main ones. But so,
You're blue.
huh?
That's the Viagra.
I mean, that blue pill is too, but ecstasy is blue too. Well, you listen, I don't know. Let me just put it out there. I don't know. I mean, I think ecstasy is blue too, but she taking these pills. You know what I'm saying? And now here we are. Now we just being extra, and now this is not going to get us what we want. It's really not going to get us what we want because that is one of Madam's rules. Like we all know, oh boy, he was almost out of there, and somebody drugged him. He wasn't the one just taking them all willy-nilly. The only person that can get away with doing stuff like this is Amp. Okay. And he almost did get away with it. So
Okay.
hi, Trouble. You about to be up out of here. I feel like we are about to see I feel like another character needs to go. And it could be Trouble. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah. So what's gonna come of Champ's unaliving? Like, what we gonna do about that? We just gonna let the man sit in the house and rot? Like, when we gonna...
I mean, I'm sure they probably cleaned it up, Candy. You know, they got the cleaners and stuff.
Okay, we're just not gonna talk about it. We're just not gonna see it.
I don't think we need a conversation about it, in my opinion. I think it's just say it, unsay it. You know what I'm saying? Like she went to Madam and said, I did what, like now that I've done it, she made it seem like Madam knew that she did it and where her reward. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just think it's one of those unsaid, not necessary things. Champ, it's not like Champ is a major. Not Champ. I don't want to spin the block. He gone now.
And the only way I see it resurfacing is if they bring a storyline for Champ where he has some family member or somebody that come looking for him. That's the only way, that they'll even revisit the whole Champ situation. Which of course that could be another chapter that they'll a part of a
Well,
new
Rashawn,
season
Ain't
that they
nobody
can
asked for
bring, to
champ but
the
this
table.
one right
I
here.
was
He
gonna
the
say
only one.
Rashawn, baby, might ask
He
about
the
it.
Yeah,
only one that
Rashawn
has
is
a
the only
champ.
one asking about him.
He might go. He might be the
Mhm.
one go looking for him.
Leave Ray Sean alone.
And
Leave
Tanya
DeMarcus, is
Dr.
too.
that
Quinn
even a
alone.
question?
That's trouble all day, Demarcus. Shout out to Demarcus with the $2 super chat. We appreciate you, bro. And for me, it's gonna be trouble all day.
Hold
I
tight,
don't like Dime, but trouble can go.
hold tight, EJ. Since Marcus gave us the super chats tonight, I got a little something special for him. I hope it plays out. Check this out right quick, y'all. We're gonna come right back
Mm-hmm.
if it'll play.
Okay, grab them dollars.
Yeah, I was trying to make it rain. I hope he saw it. I was trying to make it rain on him.
Make it rain.
Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. That was not supposed to be that many times, but I say, and I do apologize for any technical difficulties that were had last night. I do appreciate you guys still coming through, hanging with us, having this conversation at Virtual Club Eden. And we're going to start. Thank you, ladies, for definitely kicking it with us. You guys are VIPs. We absolutely appreciate you, Letitia, as well as Tamika. Of course, Candy, EJ, and I really, really appreciate you guys. Starting with Letitia, let everybody know your final thoughts on this latest episode and what you're looking forward to happening on the next episode, and what do you have next up on your channel?
Okay. I really enjoyed this episode. It was moving the story along a little bit. We found out some old treachery going on, and I'm looking to see how these plans are going to go. Unfold for Lola and Keisha, not Keisha, Katrina, and what El Fuego's going to do next. And and then what else is going to happen with Blue? So I'm looking forward to all of the storylines coming out and seeing what Concierge does next, and all of that. So those are my final thoughts for that, and what I want to see coming up. Also, Candy Love and Monique 69 Ways, and I just finished with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Candy calls it Love and Marriage Hip Hop. So please go ahead and take a look at that. I am still new here to these streets, and so I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. So I would love for you to make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you know whenever I go live or whenever I post a video. And I think I'm gonna do something, some motivational talk or whatever. With some street, we're talking out here in the streets with about Karen Huger. I don't want to address what happened to her, but I think there's some lessons that we can take from her situation, and hopefully make that a merry part of the holiday. And then also, just watch for notifications. We'll be on to the family business real soon. Looking forward to that. And thank you so much for the opportunity to be here in Virtual Club Eden.
Hey, all right, all right. Thank you for coming through. Candy Love, girl, what you got going on? One of the busiest people in the YouTube street.
Thank you for the invite. With Club Eden is always a vibe. And
Hey,
I was waiting on you to say it. um so earlier today, Aries and I went over Karen Huger's body cam footage. We went over that. Uh so yeah, that's that on that. Yeah, and as Letitia just said, we did Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. Check that out. Tomorrow, EJ and I will be doing Married to Medicine episodes 4 and 5. Please come and check us out. I'm thinking about doing a cahoots with Candy Love sometime this week. I'm not sure. I know it's not going to be. I doubt it. I don't. It's going to be after Christmas, I guess. So just check that. Just be on a notification. I'll send y'all the links so we can play cahoots. It'll be TV shows, music, Christmas thing, whatever. But anyway, just keep your notification bells on, and thank y'all for the invite.
As always, you are a resident VIP. Quit playing. Tamika, what's up with you?
I want to know what is going to be happening with Tony. Okay, we're going to see Carla come and ragtag her. I definitely want Kaziez to step up. I need something more for him. We need a little bit more heat on this fire, and let the war begin. And midnight, if you really go through with this damn thing and go up in here and be, with the code word sunshine to stop, I'm going to be ragtagging and dragging you. But I know that's what we're going to do. And then, madam, going to have to be cleaning up behind your mess, too. And I definitely want to see what Fuego going to be doing. As far as what I got coming up, sisters, what is it? Love at the Lockup. And, of course, all the Queens men. And next week, I think Zatima's back in the building. Of course, we're going to have to be on the lookout for the Oval, too. But other than that, it's just I could pop up somewhere. You never know. Keep your notifications on. And definitely always have a good time in Virtual Club Eden, where it's always a vibe. And I love hanging out with you ladies. Thank you for having me. That's about it.
Absolutely. Anytime, you're a resident VIP as well. So thank you so much for kicking it with us. EJ,
what up?
What's up?
First and foremost, thank everybody for coming out to hang out with us at Club Virtual Eden, where it's always a vibe. We appreciate all of you guys, seriously, because you don't have to come out and support us, and you do, and we appreciate that. This episode was great. I'm not gonna say it was like the best episode, but it definitely moved us along in the story, and I really did appreciate that. I'm ready to see what's gonna happen on the next, what is to come. Even though I kind of low key already know, because y'all know I'll be looking at them synopsises, but I'm trying to stay right here. Yep, you saw that. Yes. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but as far as on my channel, I do need to finish and get my All the Queens Men video out, because I have not gotten that out. I did just go live to talk about the Best Man holiday, because 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. So definitely check that out. And I am actually working on my 6888 solo video, but I do have a live one up. But I am doing a solo video. So I'm working on trying to get everything together with that. And then I'm still trying to get all of my family business stuff together, y'all. Your girl has been tired, and I feel like I just be doing a lot. And so I'm still trying to get all of that stuff together. The family business got pushed. New Orleans got pushed. And so I don't know the exact date that it's going to air right now, because I have not seen the date. DeMarcus had a date in there, but I haven't seen that, and I've been looking. But I will do some family business New Orleans stuff. We still got to finish up the family business book stuff. I just have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up. So just keep your notifications turned on, because I'm going to get it done. I just, it's take me a little time.
It's all good. It's all good. Life be lifing, and you are absolutely, you ladies are doing an amazing job at keeping the grind going when it comes to this whole YouTube life. Y'all give me life, and I try to check on y'all from time to time. Y'all doing amazing things on each of your channels, and I'm just absolutely enjoying the things that you guys are doing. As far as, so yes, Virtual Club Eden, where Club Eden is always a vibe, y'all. We love it over here, and I hope you all love it. Do y'all realize that we're literally the only group of people that are talking about Club Eden like this, where it's actually like a club type environment? So I'm super excited that we're able to bring the audience, and they're coming in drones checking us out. We don't always get the numbers that we think we're supposed to get, but in actuality, people are actually paying attention to what we're doing, and I'm loving that. with that being said, I'm looking forward to my boy Fuego getting activated. Let's go, Fuego. If he team up with Concierge, it'll be an absolutely amazing collaboration. Whether he get taken out or not, at the end of the day, he gonna do what he gotta do. I love it. And definitely I want to see more about Miss Tony. Like, girl, what is your angle? Like, other than this whole restaurant that you think you're entitled to, who are you really? What is your story? So I'm definitely looking forward to more of that. And as far as my channel, All Things Ruthless, I have a live 6888 that I just completed. That's up. I also have a video, my little quick reaction to 6888. I'm going to be talking about Dexter. I mean, it's Christmas time. I don't really feel like talking about blood and gore, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to talk about Dexter, Original Sin, because Dexter is that dude who's just, the serial unaliver that you love to hate. And definitely the team is coming back the 26th of December. I'll definitely be chatting about that, as well as the Oval in January. And y'all just stay tuned in, stay locked into the channel. Push the little notification, tap the notification bell, because your girl just pop up with stuff out the blue. I don't even have a real whole schedule. But I appreciate y'all for continually rocking with me. I appreciate you guys for continually rocking with us as well. And Christmas Eve for sure. I'm going to talk about 5 Christmas movies. So as the time is turning into, because I don't have any little ones at the house, so I ain't really got to stay up for nobody. But as the time is turning into Christmas, I'll do like a little Christmas countdown where I'll talk about 5 Christmas movies that I can watch all year long. Okay. And EJ, is this note for me to read?
Girl, no, that was for Candy.
That's what I get for being nosy. Listen, y'all, I don't even have an outro, but I just want to say thank you once again to everybody that came through, kicked it with us. It's about to be Christmas, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. Show love to somebody else. One way, form of fashion. It doesn't always have to be money. It could be your time. Just give love to other people during this holiday season. And I'm trying to play this little Christmas song, but at the end of the day, y'all, thank you to Marcus Love for coming through. Thank you. Who are we had here? I'm trying to get back to the chat. Come on. Thank you, young boy who be telling us what to do. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, Mimi Major.
Girl, you went all the way out. Let me see. Let me find out.
Anyway.
I got it. Shout out to Young Boy for coming through, DeMarcus Vaughn for coming through, Renee Beckham. We appreciate you for coming through. DeMarcus, I think I already said you, but you be in the building. We appreciate all the super chats. Jarena for coming through. No weapon formed against, I don't want to say me or us, but I was channeling my biblical scriptures at that moment. Miss Kira Speaks, thank you. We appreciate you. Monique 69 Ways, shout out to you. Shout out to One Journey who came through as well. Deborah came through. Let me see. Deborah came through. Lemon Kush Pepper, always. I appreciate you, Lemon Kush Pepper, always coming through. I appreciate you. Bonnie Love was in the building. Yolanda Bynum was in the building. We appreciate each and every one of you that came through. If I missed anyone, I apologize. Y'all know we was scrolling fast.
Charge to our head and not our heart.
All right, y'all. That part.
Love you guys. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah.